Have you ever wondered what happens after the flush? In Sedona, every drop that swirls down a drain begins a long, mostly hidden journey that keeps our Red Rock home healthy and sustainable. This is the Wastewater Journey. From the drain to new life in the desert. Wastewater is anything you rinse, wash, or flush away. It slips out of every sink, shower, and toilet through narrow neighborhood pipes. As each block connects, those pipes merge and grow, forming 166 miles of underground arteries. Gravity drives most of the flow, but Sedona's hills need a boost, so 17 lift stations push the flow up and over each ridge and steer it toward the city's Wastewater Reclamation Plant, or WWRP, just outside the city limits. At the headworks of the plant, giant bar screens snag wipes, plastics, and other trash from the incoming wastewater. This initiates the primary treatment process. Compacting equipment then presses the debris into tidy blocks that head straight to the landfill. Next, a grit chamber settles out sand, seeds, and pipe sediment to protect delicate machinery downstream. Secondary treatment is where the magic happens. In aeration basins, oxygen gets injected so billions of microorganisms, many of the same kinds that live in our stomachs, can feast on the remaining organic waste. After that, the water moves into large cone-shaped clarifiers, where heavier solids drift to the bottom, while clarified water rises to the top. The solids at the bottom get processed in one of two ways. First, a concentrated stream, called return-activated sludge, is piped back to the beginning of the process to keep the microorganisms thriving, while the remainder, now called waste-activated sludge, moves into digesters. Inside digesters, sludge is gently aerated, then dewatered. Different methods of dewatering are used based on the time of year. In the summer, sludge is dried out in the sun, a sustainable alternative to the energy-intensive centrifuge method used in the winter. The dewatered biosolids, nicknamed cake, are safely disposed of at the landfill. The clarified water then moves on to tertiary treatment, which polishes it even further. Cloth media filters strip away nearly invisible particles that would otherwise cloud the water, so turbidity stops and clarity rises. The final step is disinfection, where intense ultraviolet light bathes the water and neutralizes harmful bacteria such as E. coli. The result is crystal clear water that meets Arizona's A+ quality standard for effluent. Effluent is the official term for treated wastewater. The WWRP purifies roughly 420 million gallons of effluent every year, about 1.2 million gallons each day. Around 60% is sprayed across 300 acres of desert, where it evaporates or percolates back into the soil. Another share, typically 15%, and sometimes as much as 800,000 gallons, flows to 6 ponds in a 27-acre constructed wetlands park, where it supports a lush riparian habitat. Roughly 100 million gallons a year are routed to nearby recharge wells, where they seep back into the regional aquifer. Contractors can also purchase reclaimed water for dust control and other construction needs, extending the usefulness of every drop. The plant operates under the oversight of the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality and the Arizona Department of Water Resources. Sedona offers public tours of the plant on the third Thursday of every month. Interested residents and visitors can call the WWRP office to reserve a spot. From a kitchen sink to wetland habitats, and back to the aquifer it came from, Sedona's wastewater travels a carefully engineered path, cleaned, reclaimed, and ultimately returned to the land that inspires us all. So the next time you turn on a tap or flush, remember, water doesn't end its story there. It begins a new one.